hope you can see my screen.
Yes, Sabut, we can see.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, I prepared some slides to walk through over, but before moving on, let me introduce myself first. My name is Robert Kendi. I'm AWS and DevOps engineer. I have been involved in many projects in this field recently. You know that cloud computing and DevOps as a culture are very popular IT recently, guys. Notably here, I mean, in this field, let's say Linux as an operating system, I mean, different than Windows or Mac operating system, maybe you didn't hear before. It is used mostly, and I also love using terminals, okay, to type some commands to automate my tools. I've been working in Clarusway as a ITF team lead and instructor for almost 2 years. Okay, so what is Clarusway and what exactly does it do? Guys, Clarusway, a United States-based, okay, Virginia-based, let's say, IT training school, specializing in generally coding, testing, automation, and information assurance, okay? It is an IT bootcamp with top demanded courses like, as you have seen, cybersecurity. This is the brand new one, okay? It's gonna open on January. AWS and DevOps, full stack development, and data science programs. Okay, as Clarusway, we have been establishing a practical bridge connecting the world of research and the theory with emerging industry trends. Guys, in the ever-changing IT world, Clarusway, which I mean provides IT training with its magnificent technical infrastructure and amazing manpower. I mean, the management, instructors, mentors, and teaching assistants, all amazing guys that can respond to today's modern IT world and rapid change of IT, let's say, okay? And by the way, let me remind you guys, Clarusway is ranked as one of the best boot camps by the leading authorities on tech boot camps. Yeah, if you wonder, you can Google it. Yeah, if you also steer your career and open up to the IT ocean, I would like to state that as Clarusway IT school and family, yeah, Clarusway family, we are a big team and always with you with our all efforts to help you, I mean, achieve the jobs you dream of in a short time. Yes, we are doing all the time the best with our amazing programs and to become you an IT engineer or IT masters demanded in the IT market, guys. All right, I want to move to today's session. Welcome on board again to Clarusway and our Linux Basics class. It's gonna be a live session today. We will be doing workshop together. For this reason, I prepared a hands-on for you. And of course, I will be happy if we do it together. But otherwise, if you are, beginner or do not have any Linux background or information, okay, so you can follow me or watch me. Okay, now I'm gonna share my workshop hands-on document with you on Zoom chat. Okay, our assistant guys, Mr. Andrew, will share you that document, and in a minute we will do it together, guys. Okay, please download it and open it for further using. Yeah, since this lesson is not a Linux lecture, so I will not go deep dive the topics, but my intention while solving the hands-on, I'm gonna try to explain why we are using those Linux commands and for what they're being used. Okay, so before moving to Linux hands-on, I want to talk about shortly what the Linux is. Yeah, what the Linux is. The next slide. Guys, what do you know about Linux, or have you heard about it before? I don't know. Maybe some of you are beginner or some of you have any IT background, but I can say that Linux, as you have seen on the slide, is free and open source operating system, guys. Okay, just like Windows, just like macOS. I mean the Macintosh. Those are the web operating system. Those are the desktop operating system. Okay, the two most common operating systems. I mean the first one is the Microsoft Windows, and the later one is the Mac OS. The Apples. Yeah. Besides, there are mobile operating systems, guys, like iOS and Androids. Sorry. Guys, these sentences alone, I mean the free, open source, right, and operating system, of course, comprises three completely different dimensions, right? Yeah, maybe we are unaware, but actually on a daily basis, we have been using some tools or systems running on Linux operating system. Yeah, maybe when you heard, of course, you will, surprise. Yeah, first, let's remember operating system. What is operating system, guys? An operating system is a system software that manages computer hardware, software, okay, software resources, and provides common services for computer programs. And it is the system program that runs on the computer to provide an interface to the computer user, guys, okay, so that they can easily operate on the computer. Yeah, every operating system, either Linux, Windows, macOS, doesn't matter. Every operating system has a kernel, guys. That's the very important part. That's the core part of operating system. Yes, kernel. It is the system program that controls all the programs running on the computer. Yes, it is the basically a bridge between software and hardware of the system. And we can say that the kernel is a foundational layer of an operating system. Its function at a basic level, the communicating with hardware and managing resources. Such as RAM and CPU, etc. Okay, guys. Since a kernel handles many fundamental, the processes, of course, it must be loaded at the beginning of the boot sequence, right? When you hit the on button of your computer, of course, the first, after the bootloader boots the computer, the first one, is the kernel, right? Yeah, you can think of the kernel like, the brain or heart of the operating system. What I mean is, without any kernel, it is meaningless, guys. Yes. The term open source to something people can modify, right, and share, because its design is publicly accessible, my friends. Yes, yeah, it is. It differs than the others, right? The proprietary operating system. So that by now there are hundreds of distributions. We call it distros, or it's the the common terminology in the Linux area. Okay, distros produced on the market based on the individuals or the company's needs. Right? What I mean, open source software is the software with source code. That anyone can inspect, modify, or enhance. Right? So for this reason, Linux is so popular, guys. Yes. The lastly is you see on the screen is free, right? Free comes from liberty, guys. Yes, it's not related with payment or price. Yeah, free comes from freedom. Okay, free software means the users have the freedom to run, to copy, to distribute, to study, change, improve the software. It's magic, right? There are some organizations developed for these, my friends, years ago, 25 or almost 30 years ago. Yeah, for example, the most well-known are FSF or OCI. Okay, what does that mean? FSF means, the Free Software Foundation. That's the, worldwide mission to promote computer user freedom, has been working to secure freedom for computer users by promoting the development and use of free software, guys. Yes, and the documentation, of course. They defend the free software developers' rights. Yeah, it is the other one. The OCI organization, of course, is the similar one. Is the another one? Is the another popular organization? Okay, that's the non-profit organization and dedicated to the promotion of open source software, my friends. Yeah, there are many reasons why Linux is better than the other proprietary operating systems. Like Windows or Mac operating systems, right? Yeah, you can see many reasons when you Google it. I just put some features here to compare, Linux and, for example, Windows operating system. These are the headlines, guys. When we look at carefully, of course, we can see and understand easily why it is so preferable and most known in IT area, right? Yeah, for example, I want to talk about in a couple of sentences each. Let's say, for example, the first one is the total cost of ownership, right? So the most obvious advantage is that Linux is free, what I said, where the Windows is not, right? Windows license code is different for both desktop and server versions. Yeah, but what about the case of Linux operating system? Yeah, of course, either it can be desktop or server. Distro, comes with no cost. Yeah, no cost. Not only the OS, even the related applications are completely free, guys, or very, very cheap, let's say, okay? And open source, as I said. Yeah, for personal usage, a single Windows operating system license fee may appear inexpensive, but when you consider, the business, of course, more employees mean more cost, right? Not only the operating system license cost, but the organization also needs to ready to pay applications like MS Office or something like that, any tools, right? The other one is beginner friendly, guys, and easy to use, right? Of course, we accept, Windows operating system is one of the simplest desktop OS available today. Its graphical user friendliness is exceptional. Yeah, I accept it. But while Windows has a relatively minimal learning curve, of course, Linux distros like Ubuntu, like Mint, or let's say elementary OS. For example, I'm going to show you the Ubuntu. I'm using Ubuntu as a Linux distro. They are trying to improve the user experience, and that makes the transition from Windows to Linux become smooth and easy, my friends. The other one, the feature is reliability. Yeah, it is more reliable when compared to Windows. Developers of Linux distros are much active and release major and minor updates from time to time. Traditionally, guys, Unix-like systems are known for running for years. Yes, without any single failure or having situation that demands a restart. Yeah, it's incredible, right? This is very important factor, especially choosing a server system, guys. Yeah, what about the hardware, right? So the Linux systems are known for consuming fewer system resources, guys, when compared to other proprietary OS, right? Hardware vendors already realized the popularity of Linux and started making Linux compliant hardware and drives, let's say. Yeah, no doubt that Windows has a set of large commercial software available out there, but on the other hand, Linux makes use one of the open source software available for free with easy to use package managers, which helps in installing or uninstalling, etc. Okay, Yeah, once, I mean, the security, of course, this is, I mean, for example, when you think Windows OS, it is infamous for being vulnerable to Trojans or viruses, okay? But Linux is almost non-vulnerable and more secure due to its, inherent design, let's say, okay? Yeah, we talked on freedom, and for annoying crashes, I can say that there are times when Windows suddenly shows an annoying messages like saying that machine needs to be restarted. It will confuse you, I know, with several types of, the updates, or let's say the critical sayings or security, etc. But when undergoing a software update or and installing software on Linux systems, generally it does need a machine reboot, guys. Yeah, that's important, I think, feature. Yes, Linux is everywhere. From the smallest device to the largest supercomputer, Linux is everywhere, guys. Yes, it can be a car, it can be a phone, it can be a medical devices, a satellite, I mean, the school tablets, etc. Linux is everywhere, guys. Yes, where Linux is, yes. You see a lot of, most famous and known companies all over the world, right? I mean, like Google, like, Twitter, Facebook, I mean, social media, I mean, the Amazon. Okay, it's not a retail company. It's also the big cloud provider in the IT world. IBM, McDonald's, etc., etc. More than, guys, 80% of internet hosting and service providers are Linux-based. Yes. Now let's have a short tour on Linux history. You see the evolution of Linux. Of course, I will not address every point of the screen, yet I want to mention of some of them which are very important in Linux OS history, because they are the important point, let's say the turning points in the Linux history, guys. Okay, so for example, in 1991, which is very important time in Linux history, because Linus Torvalds announced Linux. Yeah, he was almost, yeah, very young, almost 20, 21 years old, student at Helsinki University. He was sending an email to his group. He just talked about, a free operating system, and which, in his words, just a hobby. Yeah, it's not, it's not a big and professional like GNU. GNU is a previous, I mean, the previous operating system before the Linux, let's say. But today, when you think of 30 years ago, I think it's a challenge, right? Guys, in 1992, Linux became open source. And 1996, Tux gets to be a symbol of the Linux, okay? And Tux has been unchanged for the last 25 years and being used for Linux mascot. Yes. And 2002, yeah, it's a turning point again. Red Hat Enterprise Linux release. I mean, that's the first commercial Linux, guys, in IT. I mean, the Linux IT business. Okay, it's released on that time. The difference, I mean, that distinguishes, I mean, the Red Hat from the others is that large companies, of course, seek professional support rather than the community support, for example. Okay, yeah, I mean, you can think of the banks. Okay, guys, if they stop even for 10 minutes, it's a big loss, right? They lose a lot of money. I mean, selling supports as well as products, of course, great idea, but still, it's not very, very expensive, my friends. Yeah, on 2004, let's say Ubuntu released. Yeah, I don't need to tell you, Ubuntu was a revolutionary distribution that actually made it, easier for us, I mean, for regular users to install and use Linux. Okay, so in 2005, that's another turning point to me. Linus Torvalds created Git. Yes, of course, after creating 8 years, later it became most popular today. Guys, I want to mention what the Git is because it's very important in IT world. Git is a version control system, okay, that allows you manage and keep track of your source code history. Okay, there's another one. I mean, the GitHub. That's the cloud-based hosting service, and that lets you manage Git repositories. Anyway, so on 2008, Android release, guys. Okay, with the release of Android, a mobile operating system based on the Linux kernel. Yes, Linux took the first step in the world of mobile OS. Yeah, maybe you didn't hear before, right? Yes, Android is being run on Linux, guys. Yes. And lastly, I can say that in May 2019, Linux announced WSL. What does that mean? That's the Windows subsystem for Linux. What I mean, if you are a Windows operating system user, of course, you can use Linux operating system, guys. Okay? I mean, using the virtualization features, let's say. Okay, so let's change our view from historical evolution to more technical details. Yeah, you see on the screen the components of the Linux operating system. You remember what was the kernel? Of course, the kernel was a system program that controls all the programs running on the computer, my friends. That was the basically bridge, right, between software and the hardware system. Kernel is the operating system itself. Yes. On the other hand, shell is, you see, guys, shell is an environment, right? A program that receives the user's commands and gives them to the operating system. I mean, the kernel for processing and displaying the output. Yes, guys, being able to interact with the kernel, I mean, the operating system, makes shells a powerful tool, right? I mean, without the ability to interact with the kernel, of course, a user cannot access the utilities offered by their machine's operating system. Yes. Yeah, on the left side, you will see, guys, on top, I mean, on the bottom, there is a hardware. What I mean, without any operating system, you cannot use your application as a user, right? But in the right side, you will see the picture, the graphic of the components. Okay, guys, you see hardware inside and the kernel. This is the core part. This is the heart of the operating system and the shell, guys. Okay. So, of course, an operating system is made of, let's say, many components, right? But it is two prime components. I mean, there are two prime components. The first one is the kernel, and the second one is shell. Yes. And I repeat again, to interact with the kernel, to interact with the operating system, shell is being used in two ways, my friends. The first one is CLI, I mean, which is the command line interface. We call it shortly the terminal. Okay. The second one is the GUI, my friends. Okay, graphical user interface. There are two interfaces, what I mean, to interact with the kernel. Okay. Okay. So what is shell? Shell is a program, my friends. Yeah, shell is a program that receives the user's commands and gives them the operating system, right, for processing and displaying the output. Of course, it's distros, I mean, the packages come with the GUI, right? But essentially, I mean, Linux has CLI, I mean, command line interface. Okay, do not worry about it. What is CLI? What is GUI? I'm gonna explain in a minute, and of course, we will be using in a minute, guys. Okay, so the standard Linux shell is both a command line interpreter and a programming language, right? So the command prompt, yes, this is the command prompt, guys. At the beginning of the command line is a short text string. This is command prompt, guys. On the screen, you will see the command prompt. Okay, for Linux generally, it shows you see the current user, we call it username, for example, and the current host, this is the host name, okay, and the appropriate directory if you have. The prompt of the command can be easily modified to display as desired, yes, more or less information. At the end of the prompt string, you will see, the dollar sign, or sometimes, percentage could be, because it may vary based on your shell. Okay. For example, the default one is the bash shell, guys. Okay. For example, if you see percentage, do not worry about that. Means that your shell is not bash shell, maybe Z shell. Okay. There are a couple shells. That's the environment to interact, or let's say to type your commands. Okay. Yes. Yes, this is the GUI part. This is the GUI part, guys. As you see, graphical user interface. I assume that you are so familiar with that, like your desktop, right? Yeah, of course, if you will be a Linux administrator, if you will be a Linux admin guy or Linux master, let's say, you're going to use your terminal, your CLI, rather than, the GUI part. Okay. Yes. At last, we can do some practices. Now let's get our hands dirty, guys. Before continuing, please start your shells if you have, or open Linux emulators, what you have on your browsers, guys. I think Mr. Andrew shared the workshop document, right?
Yes, I shared.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, guys. If you have, as I said, any Linux emulator or any virtual machine or WSL or Linux bash shell, doesn't matter. Please open it and let's do it together. Okay, so I open mine and open it. Okay, before moving to workshops, I just wanted to talk about what the Linux is. Just, thinking of, there may be some beginners, okay? There may be, some guys who have no IT background or some background, but no any information regarding Linux. So that, I try to explain what the Linux is. That's very powerful operating system, guys, when you compare to Windows or Mac operating systems. Okay, as you have, followed. There are many reasons why the individuals or why the large companies have been using Linux as an operating system. Okay, please open your workshop document, guys. So let's go step by step together. Okay. Yes, I have a coding challenge story. So I open it in my phone, my friends. Okay. And I read it first. Okay. Yes, Clarusway, is one of the best boot camp in the USA. Some of the lectures and tools taught belongs to the career path in Clarusway are shown in the diagram below. Yeah, at the same time, I open it. That diagram on the right side, guys. Okay. The administration asks you to display that diagram on a file system. Okay. However, they want only administrators to have access to some tools information like CW ops, I think, Clarusway ops. Okay. Means that we should have, some manipulation on permissions, guys. Okay, we will do it together. Do not worry about it. I think on document, when you scroll down, you're gonna see the table, the structure, okay? And also I put it on the right side on your screen. Guys, during the workshop, I'm gonna use a virtual machine. That's it. That's the VMware workstation. Okay, that's the Linux virtual machine. Of course, you can use that one or anyone, I mean, web-based, no matter. Okay, yes, the first question is saying that open the terminal. Okay, we open it. Guys, by the way, this is CLI. Okay, this is the CLI. And this is the, okay, you see, this is the GUI part. What I mean, if you want to interact with your kernel, I mean, the operating systems, you remember I told you there was two ways. There was two ways to interact. The first one is the CLI. This is the CLI. This is the terminal, or you call it black terminal. I mean, it seems a little bit purple. Doesn't matter. Yes. And the other one is the GUI part, guys, like your desktop. Okay. But mostly IT masters have been using CLI, I mean, their terminals, because it eases their job. Yeah, it's easy. Okay. Yes, the question number 2, to know which directory you are in, you can use pwd command. Yes, guys. Yeah, first moving on, I want to, I mean, repeat again. We call it, guys, command prompt. Okay, we call it command prompt. This is Robert. I mean, this is the user because I logged in as a Robert, right? So this is the, I mean, Robert virtual machine is, this is the host. This is the machine which is locked by user. Okay, and this is the tilde, means that this is home directory. Okay, when I typed pwd, guys, okay, I promised you I will try to explain what I have done, what I type as a command. Okay, pwd means print working directory. This is the first command, and I should, I mean, let's say, yeah, it should be a habit for you guys. Okay, once you open your terminal, please type first pwd, because it shows you, it allows you to show, okay, where you are. Guys, as you see, as a Robert, okay, I'm in the home directory. Home is in the root directory. What is root? Okay, I'm gonna explain what is the root, guys. Okay, in the GUI part, you see, this is the / in Linux, guys. Okay, in Linux, it's different than the Windows or Mac operating systems. In Linux, there is one top hierarchy. I mean, there is, sorry, one top directory. Okay, we call it root, guys. Yes, and it's denoted, it is figured, it's showed by / when you, okay, click it, you will see there are a lot of files and folders inside the root, guys. Okay, inside the root. You can think of the root as a C drive or D drive if you're using Windows operating system. Okay, I mean, in Linux operating system, as I said, on top there is only one directory. Okay, on top we call it root. As you see, in root there is a home directory, and when you click it, you can see easily the users. Okay, you can see the users. So home means the user's home directory. Okay, or folder, you can say. The folder and the directory is very, very, I mean, similar. Let's say the equal in Linux guys. Okay, so that, for example, you see root, inside root there is a home folder, I mean directory, means that the user's home directory, inside it I am the Robert as a user. Okay, so always when you type pwd, it will show you the absolute path. Okay, guys, in Linux there are two paths. We call it path, my friends. We call it path. Okay, if it starts from the root, yes, it starts from the root, we call it absolute path. If it starts from the current position, for example, I'm going to show you, we call it relative path. Okay, yeah, for example, let's say, who am I, right? That's another one. Who am I? You see, Robert. Yes. Okay. Question number 3. Create a directory named Clarusway underscore LLC in users home directory. Okay, guys, that's again pwd. Okay, and let's ls. Guys, ls means list of the content of that directory. Okay, list. And there are some parameters. You see, if you put a space and then dash l dash a or whatever, okay, there are some parameters. So this means that long list. Okay, for example, when you hit the button, I mean enter, you see there are some folders. Those are the blue color. Okay, those are the folders inside the home folder. Okay. Okay, mkdir, guys. I'm using mkdir command. Mkdir means make directory. Okay, in Linux, that is, I mean, it's being used for creating a directory. Mkdir Clarusway, okay, underscore LLC. Okay, yeah, let's ls dash l, I mean the long list. Yes, we have seen Clarusway LLC as a folder. Okay, of course, at the same time, you can see, you can follow on the right side. Okay, so we created this folder first. Okay, what about the question number 4? Go into Clarusway LLC directory. Guys, if you want to manipulate, if you want to, I mean, move from one location to another, especially for the folders, we will use cd command. Cd means change directory, change your folder. Okay, change directory and Clarusway. And guys, that's the hint. If you have, for example, the correct folder, and once you type only C and hit the tab button, it fills up automatically. Okay, so you do not need to type one by one the letters. Okay, cd Clarusway. Okay, you see, I mean, on the left side of dollar, so you can easily see the Clarusway folder. Means that I am inside the Clarusway LLC folder now. Okay. Question number 5. List all the files and folders with details in Clarusway LLC directory. Yeah, we have learned ls. Okay, you see, of course, there is nothing. And we have learned lsl. Of course, nothing. And I will show you another one. For example, ls-al. Okay, you see, yeah, I do not have any files and folders yet, but there are some system files. Okay, we call it, the system files. You see, dot dot dot, etc. But otherwise, you can see that, guys. Okay, a means all. I mean, it shows you all, including the hidden files. Okay, ls space dash al, or you can say ls dash la. Okay, doesn't matter. It's totally the same. Okay, when I type clear, it clear my screen, guys. Yes, I move on. Question number 6. Create folders named full stack, AWS, DevOps, and data science. Okay, let's do it using mkdir command, right? I mean, mkdir, what was the mkdir? I mean, creating directory. Yeah, it's full English, right? Make directory. mkdir full stack. Okay, full stack. Okay, AWS. Guys, I can do it one by one. Okay, for example, mkdir full stack. Okay, let's ls. Yes, I have. Of course, I can do it like this, my friends. You see, full stack, AWS, and DevOps, and space. Okay, when you put a space and type down any folder name, or we're gonna see, for example, file name. Of course, the interpreter, I mean your terminal, understands. Okay, that's the different ones. I create the different folders. Okay, mkdir AWS DevOps. Oops, it should be like this. DevOps. Okay, and data science. Yes. Okay, ls dash l is the long list. sorry, ls-l. Yes, I have AWS DevOps, data science, and full stack. You see, guys, I have created Clarusway, and under the Clarusway, okay, I created 3 separate folders. Okay, what else? Question number 7, go into full stack directory and list content of the directory with details and hidden files. How can I go there? Of course, using cd command, right? Cd F, you see, and tab parent, it automatically fills up since I have that folder inside. Yes, I'm inside full stack, of course, ls-al. Yeah, there is nothing, I know. Question number 8, create folders named front end and back end, guys, inside full stack. Okay, using mkdir, right? Front end and, sorry, back end. Okay, that's ls, just to see, just to check ourselves. Okay, question number 9, go into front end directory, guys, and list content of the directory with details and hidden files. Yes, of course, cd, you see, I'm going down. Guys, if you want to go down, you should specify the folder name, okay? I will show you. If you want to go up, for example, you do not have to. So we will be using ... or dot, okay? So I will show you that concept. Okay, cd front end, right? Okay, now I am inside front end. I am here, guys, okay? Yeah, I'm moving inside that picture, let's say. Yes, question number 10. Create 3 files named HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, guys, to create a file, there are a couple ways. Okay, first, I'm going to use touch command. Touch means when you type touch and then space, some name means the file name. Of course, the interpreter understands, okay, I'm going to create a file name, for example, HTML, okay, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, that's ls. You see, I created files. Yeah, pay attention. Those colors are white. Why? Because those are the files. Okay, I mean, my bash, I mean the default one, okay, is serving me the folders as blue color and the files is, you know, the white. Okay, yes. What about the question number 11? Write the code below into HTML file using a text editor Nano. Guys, there are a lot of text editors out there, but in Linux world, I mean, I can say that there are, I mean, 2 most known, most popular editors. One is the Nano, the other one is the Vim. Okay, yeah, I will show you later, but now I am asked to use a Nano text editor to put some code inside into HTML file. Okay, so I type nano, okay, nano, and then file name. What was the file name? HTML, right? You see, nano HTML. Okay, you see, guys, that's the text editor. That's the nano. That's the user-friendly one. Okay, so there is no mod. It's very easy to use. It's very easy, you know, to manipulate on that. Of course, I will show you the Vim. It's a little bit, you know, harder than this one. Okay, guys. Rather than typing all of the commands here, now I'm copying and pasting here, my friends. Okay, that's the basic HTML codes. Okay, that's the Clarusway motto. Reinvent yourself, let's say. Okay, so to go out, to exit, first I want to save it and exit, right? You see on the bottom there are some, you know, the commands. Yeah, the O, Control O means write out. Okay, Control O, and it is asking file name to write HTML. Yes, hit the enter, and then to go out, Control X, guys. Okay, so how can I see the inside of that file? Of course, cat command. There is another one, right? Cat. It's not a pet. It's the cat command, guys. Yes. When you type cat and then the file name, for example, let's say HTML, yes, you can see easily what I have done inside the nano editor. Okay. Yeah. Cat command means you can see easily the inside, the content of that file. Yes. Okay. What about the question number 12? Yes. Go into backend directory. Guys, I'm in the front end. You see, I'm in the front end. Now I am asked to go to backend. How can I go there? Sorry. Yes, of course. Now I'm using relative path. Yes, cd change my directory from front end. Sorry, from front end to backend. Yes, I will use dot dot. Guys, dot dot means one level up in Linux. It's very important. Okay, there are two concepts, dot concepts. Let's say one is the one dot. I'm gonna show you later. One dot means the current directory, current directory. Two dot means one level up. Okay, you see there is a tree structure. Okay, you can assume a tree. One level up means, for example, dot dot means full stack. Okay, for example, we assume that you are in full stack. One level up means Clarusway LLC. So you do not have to specify that folder's name because the interpreter is very smart and it easily understand, okay, dot dot means I will go to one level up, okay? And then / and backend, right? Yes, you remember if you want to go down, of course, you should specify the folder name. Otherwise, it cannot understand which one, right? For example, of course, there are two here. It's either front end or back end, but think of that there are a lot of folders here, so you should specify the folder name. Okay, so again, when you want to go up, just typing dot dot is enough. But when you want to go down, you should specify the folder name. Okay, guys, it's another way, for example, to understand easily. That's the command prompt. Okay, dot dot means one level up and at the same time one level left. Okay, one level left. I mean, when I type, for example, cd dot dot means full stack. Okay, or dot dot / dot dot means two level up. Okay, okay, guys. So I'm in the backend. Yes, I'm in the backend now. Okay, clear my screen to be seen easily. Yes. Question number 13. Create 4 files named Django, Python, MySQL, CV framework inside backend. Okay, I'm gonna use again touch command, my friends, and type all the file names one by one, putting space between those files. Okay, Django. Okay. Python, MySQL, and Clarusway framework, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Django, Python, MySQL, and Clarusway framework. Okay, that's ls. Yes, you see, ls means list of that, list the content of that folder. Okay, guys. Question number 14. Write the query below. That's the basic SQL commands. Okay. Yes, you're gonna, I think, see later. Yes. Write the query below into MySQL file using text editor. Yeah, in this case, I'm gonna use Vim editor, of course. Yeah, Vim. This is the V improved. Okay, this is the most used or most popular text editor in Linux area. Let's say. Okay, Vim and MySQL, guys. Okay, you see, that's a little bit different than the nano editor. Okay, there are two modes here. So to type first, to write first, I should type I button, and I should see on bottom left the insert command. Okay, insert string. Otherwise, you cannot type, you cannot write anything on your text editors. Okay, now it's ready. So rather than typing it, of course, I'm again copy and paste. I think you have, right, on document. Of course, you can do like this. Yes, this is the basic SQL commands, let's say. Okay, to go out, I mean to save and exit. Okay, first escape and then the colon. You see, this is the command mode, and write and quit, guys. Okay, yeah, check. Let's check it if I wrote it or not. Cat command, right? Cat my SQL. Yes. Yeah, I can see easily the inside of that file. Yes. Question number 15. Go into AWS directory from backend. Wow. I will go from backend to AWS, guys. How can I go there? Yes, let's do it together. CD. Yes, dot dot. Dot dot means now I am in the full stack, right? And then forward slash. Again, dot dot means I am in the Clarusway LLC folder. The interpreter understands. So I do not have to specify the name of that folder. Okay. And then I will go down. Okay, I will go down and then AWS and DevOps. Okay, I think you understood, right? Yes. Now I was in backend. Now I am in AWS DevOps. I'm here, guys. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Question number 16. Create folders named AWS and DevOps after the list content of AWS DevOps. Yeah, I'm using mkdir. I think you memorized by heart, right? mkdir, AWS, and DevOps, right? Let's ls. Yes, I have two folders. I created two folders separately. And yes, question number 17. Print and check the path of the directory you are in. Yes, if I am lost or not. Yeah, sometimes we need that, pwd. You see, guys, that was the absolute path. Why? Because the absolute path always starts from the root. Root means forward slash. Okay, under the forward slash, under the root directory, I have a home. This is the users, Robert users home directory. Okay, and in the home directory, I have a Clarusway LLC, this one, and inside it, I have a AWS and DevOps. You see, that's the absolute path, guys. This is the, you see, this is the, I mean, the dot dot. If you use dot dot, this is the relative path, because in that case, we're using our current position from one side to go from one side to another. Okay. Question number 18. Go into AWS directory. Yes, of course, it's easy, right? CD AWS. Okay, I am here now, and create three files named IAM, EC2, and CloudFormation. Guys, those are the very top lectures, very top topics, let's say, I mean, in Clarusway. Okay? Yes. Yes, again, touch command, IAM. This is the basic service in Amazon, and EC2 and CloudFormation. Okay, ls. Yes, I have three separate files. Go into DevOps directory from inside AWS. How can I go from here to here? It's easy, right? Using the relative path. CD and dot dot means I am here, and then forward slash, and then I specify which I want to go folder, right? I'm in the DevOps, guys. I'm in the here. Yes. Yes. Question number 21, right? Yes, we are here. Create 5 files named Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Ansible, and CW Ops, right? Inside the DevOps. Those are the most popular tools in the DevOps world, let's say. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Touch again guys. Touch, Docker, right? Kubernetes, Jenkins, Ansible, and Clarusway ops. Okay, that's ls. Let's check it. Yes, we have Ansible, CV ops, Docker, Jenkins, and Kubernetes. Those are the 5 files. Okay. Yes, question number 22. Go into data science directory from inside DevOps. I mean, from here to data science. How can I go there? Of course, using the relative paths, right? cd dot dot / again dot dot. Why? Because it's 2 level up, guys. Okay, from here, 1 level up here, AWS, and 1 level up here, Clarusway LLC. Okay, I think you got the point. It's very easy, but it's very important to understand easily, to manipulate in Linux commands, guys. Okay, dot dot dot, or I mean 1 level up, 1 level down. It's very important. Okay, so I should specify data science. Okay, I'm here now. Yes. Question number 23, my friends. Create 2 folders named data analysis and machine learning. Yes. Okay, mkdir data underscore analysis, right? And machine learning, right? Machine learning. Okay, so that's ls. Yes, I have data analysis and I have machine learning. Okay, question number 24. Go into data analysis directory from inside it. Yes, cd data analysis. Okay, now I am here, guys. Yes, create 2 files named pandas tableau inside data analysis. I'm going to show you another command, my friends, not touch. Okay, so you can use greater sign. You see, you can use greater sign and the file name, for example, pandas. Okay, okay, and I will use tableau. You see, this is different than touch command. Okay, tableau. Okay, let's ls. Yes, I created. Yeah, I mean, using rather than touch, we, as I said, there are, couple ways to create some files. Okay, yeah, that's the another one. Go into machine learning directory from inside data analysis. From here to here, guys. How can I go there? Using relative path cd dot dot and machine learning. Okay, yes. Okay, clear my screen. I am here in machine learning, my friends. Yes, create 2 files named TensorFlow CVML inside machine learning. Yes, again, I use touch command, TensorFlow, okay, and Clarusway ML. Yes, ls. Okay, great. So go into front end directory from inside machine learning directory and list of the front end directory. Yes, guys, I am here, machine learning. I am asked now to go from here, from this location to the front end and list. Okay, how can I go there? Yes, it's easy, right? Yes, let's do it together. cd dot dot, okay, / means here, again, dot dot, okay, and then / I am here, Clarusway. So I should specify the file, sorry, full folder name, right? So the full stack, and then front end. Yes, yes, I am now inside front end, guys. Yes, and ls-al. Okay, okay. There was CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. You remember? Okay. So list all the hidden ones. Yes. What about the question number 29, guys? Yes. Copy JavaScript. Yes, there is a JavaScript here. copy JavaScript file to backend folder, okay? Because there was no JavaScript here. You remember? Okay. So copy, this is another one. Copy means CP, okay? That means copying that file from one location and pasting to another one. Okay, copy JavaScript, okay? This is the source, and it should be the target one. To where? Of course, dot dot and backend. Yes. I mean, here in front end, there is a JavaScript. So I'm saying to interpreter that, hey, interpreter, please copy JavaScript file, okay, and paste here. You see, I should specify the path, okay? So it means dot dot and then backend. Okay, hit the enter and go into backend directory and list the content of backend. Okay, let's check it. How can I go there? Of course, cd dot dot and backend. Okay, yes, ls-l. Okay, al. Let's do it. Yes, there was no any JavaScript before, but I copied JavaScript from the front end folder to backend, my friends. Yes. Question number 21, right? I will become an IT master into Python file using echo command. Yeah, that's another one. Okay, so echo command is being used to create, some scripts to any file. Okay, let's use it. Echo, and let's write a string. For example, I will become an IT master, right? Yeah, either you can use double quotes or single quotes or none. Of course, it works. Echo means, okay, when you type echo, it brings you the output exactly, because that's the string type. Okay, string means, when you type anything inside it, so you can get it as is. Okay. Okay, echo, I will become an IT master, and yes, that's the redirection, okay, and the Python times. Okay, means type this string inside Python file. Okay, yes. Okay, let's check it. Cat Python, right? You see, I will become an IT master. Yes. Question number 32, guys. Copy the file named Python, yes, here, under backend folder to data analysis and machine learning. Guys, there was no any files under data analysis, the Python, or no Python files under the machine learning, you remember, okay? And yes, I will copy, okay, I will copy here, okay, let's again, LSL. You see, there is a Python here. Clear my screen. Okay, this is important, guys. Okay, CP, yes, Python. Yeah, CP Python, copy the Python file from here, yes, to data analysis here, guys. Here, okay. So dot dot, I will go there. Okay, dot dot, because I am backend, so I should specify the target folder. Okay, dot dot, and then again dot dot. So means I'm here now, and then specify the data science right here. I'm here now, and then data analysis, guys. Yes. Okay, and hit the enter. Yes. And another one, copy Python file under the backend. Now here again, I am in here, guys. I am here. I'm copying Python file from here to data analysis. First I did. Now I'm gonna do it for machine learning. Okay. So again, arrow button. Okay. So it means you can see easily the historic commands. Yes. Data science, and then machine learning. Understand? Just I changed machine learning. Okay. So since there it's almost the same. Okay. Yes. Go into machine learning directory from inside backend directory and list content of the machine learning. Okay, let's go there now. Let's go there. We copy it, but let's check it if there is or not. CD, okay, dot dot and dot dot and data science and, for example, machine learning. Okay, yes, I am here. ls-l long list. Yes, there was only CWML, okay, Clarusway, machine learning, and TensorFlow. But now I copied that Python file from the backend folder to here, guys. Yes. Okay, so copy the file named pandas, right? Okay, where is the pandas? Under data analysis, yes. Folder to current folder machine learning. Guys, you see, I am asked to create a file pandas here, but there is no any panda file, right? There is no any pandas file here. So I will create that file from data analysis to here, okay? Yes, let's do it. Copy, I mean the CP dot dot. First, I should specify where the pandas file is, okay? And data analysis and guys, pandas, okay? Yes. And then, yes, copy, yes, and then dot 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 means here, and then the data analysis and pandas, okay? And then space dot, my friends, okay? Space dot, okay? ls dash add. You see, guys, you remember I talked about dot dot and dot, okay? Dot means current directory, okay? Dot dot means one level up. Always we were using dot dot, but dot means here, okay? For example, in here, in this case, I told you my interpreter that, hey, interpreter, please copy pandas file from here, okay? Dot dot, data analysis, and pandas, you see, and space dot. Dot means machine learning. Since I am in the machine learning, I used dot, okay? I think you understood because dot is important here, okay? Okay, we checked it. The tools named Clarusway Framework, Clarusway Ops, and Clarusway ML, created by Clarusway, are top secret. You remember from the story, okay? Therefore, these tools information is read and write, okay? Only the user and the users group, not the others, okay? So you're gonna give the permission to these files while you are inside machine learning directory. Yes, it's a little bit maybe a hard question, but there are some, you know, permissions topic in Linux, guys, okay? Because Linux is a multi-user operating system. So means that sometimes you may need to hide, okay, some information, some, you know, credentials, some top secret information than the others. For example, the groups or the all over the world, let's say, okay? So that there is a, you know, the permission topic here. So we can manipulate on permissions using the ch command, okay? Change, you see, change mode. This is command, guys, okay? Change mode. And there are two ways changing that permissions. And yes, I think I will show you 44, wait. It could be a little bit, okay. So this is the file permissions. There are ownerships and there are permissions. As you see, guys, I mean, the owners is user, group, and others, okay? You see, user, group, and all, let's say, or the other, let's say. And each entity, each ownership has permissions, okay? Read permission, write permission, and the execute permission. That's important. What I mean, read permission is it gives you the authority to open it and read a file, okay? That's the read only. And write permission gives you the authority to modify the contents of a file. But the execute permission, it's very important, and I'm gonna use it in a minute in the, let's say, bash scripting, okay? So you cannot run your program unless the execute permission is set, okay? So you should have execute permission to run your program if you have. Okay. So let's go back to here. So guys, we have two ways, as I said, numeric one and the letter one, okay? The read, write, and execute permission. Read means 4, write means 2, and the execute permission 1, okay? You should, sum all the, let's say, numbers, okay? Okay, for example, chmod 660, okay? And I should specify the Clarusway framework first. Okay, now I am in the machine learning. But I want to change this Clarusway frameworks, that file's permission, guys. That's important. Okay, this is the chmod, this is the command, and this is the permission number, let's say. Okay, means that read write for user and group, not the others. Okay, chmod 660, and I will go there, specify that files, dot dot, okay, and dot dot again, and full stack, right? You can follow on the chart, and backend, okay, and then okay, Clarusway framework, okay, and there is one option, guys. We call it variables, okay, dash v. It means that it shows you what it happened, okay, okay. You see, guys, mode of this one changed from 664. In previous, what I mean, it was users read write permission, and the group's read write permission, and all others also there was read permission. But I changed it using ch command. Okay, 660 means you see read write for users, read write for groups, and none any permission for the others. Okay, let's do it for the Clarusway ops here. Okay, let's do it. Chmod, guys, and again 660, okay, and dot dot and dot dot, okay, to level up, and then specify AWS and DevOps, right, and then DevOps, and then Clarusway ops, okay, again variables, okay. So it is optional. Of course, you may not use it, but once you once you specify variables, it shows you what changed. Okay, okay, hit the enter. You see, guys, it's totally the same. Okay, it's totally the same. It was 664. What I mean, there are 9 digits on permissions here, like this. Okay, the first one means the file, and the other 9 ones, for example, the 3 is user's permission, read write, execute permission, means there is no permission here. And then the second 3 part is the group's permission, read write, and no execute permission. And the last 3 part is the others permission, means there is only read permission for the others. But I want, my question is asking me, please extract read permission from the others and set the permission read and write for the user and for the their groups, let's say. Okay, another one for the Clarusway ML. Where is it? Here. Yes. Okay, let's ls-l. First let's see 4 files, guys: Python, pandas, TensorFlow, and CVML here. You see, now I will change I will change this Clarusway machine learning. Okay. So again, the same ch mode. Now I'm gonna use the letter, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use not numeric ones, but the letters. Yes. So for letters, for users, you can use U. For the groups, you can use G. For the others, you can use O, right? O, I mean, and minus R, okay? O minus R and file name. Okay. Okay, let's dash L. You see, guys, on the previous part, there was read permission on the others, but I removed that permission from the Clarusway ML, I mean the machine learning, using ch mode, but not numeric ones, but the letter ones, okay? I mean, O means others, extract, I mean the remove, read from that file. Okay. Yes, question number 36. Go into Clarusway LLC directory. How can I go there, my friends? Okay, let's clear. I think it's very understandable, right? I want to go here, guys. Yes, cd dot dot and dot dot. Okay, guys, because one dot dot means data science. Okay, you remember I told you when you see the command prompt, one dot dot means one level left. Okay, or if you see the chart, one level up. It's totally the same. Okay, okay. So 2 level up. I want to go 2 level up. You see, I'm in the Clarusway LLC, my friends. Okay. Now, question number 37. Install 3 command via package manager. Required point is below. Guys, I have, most probably you have. If you don't have, you can use some, the codes there. I have written that, for example, for Ubuntu, sudo apt install 3-y. Okay. Okay. Since I just typed the 3 command. The 3 command means, you see, guys, easily, you can see the whole picture. You can see the structure of, what you have done, what you have did so far. Okay. Of course, there are some, let's say, parameters. This is the 3, and I clear it. For example, guys, 3. If you want to see only directory, you can type D, for example. You see, the current means here. Okay, I mean, I'm in the Clarusway LLC, so the current directory means under it, I have 3 top AWS DevOps, data science, and full stack, as you see on the right side, folders, and inside there are some folders. Okay, for example, when you want to see the detailed one, -F, for example, you see the folders and the files, including the paths, guys. Yes. Okay. We have done the part 1 so far. So I'm going to use bash scripting, guys. Yes, I'm going to use bash scripting. Yeah, this is, I think, important, guys. Why? Because shell scripting or bash scripting, let's say, is an open source computer program designed to be run by the Unix or Linux shell. Okay, I mean, the shell scripting is a program to write a series of commands for the shell to execute, guys. Yes, it can combine repetitive sequences of commands into a single and simple script. That can be stored, let's say, and executed anytime, which reduces your programming efforts. Okay, so guys, any command that can be executed in the terminal can be put into bash script, or any series of commands to be executed in the terminal can be written in a text file, in that order, okay, as bash script. Of course, that topic is a little bit advanced, I know, but I wanted you to know that you can develop all of the skills you need to write effective and complex shell scripts that can automate your tasks and complex implementations, right? Okay, so using some major components and keywords in shell scripting, so you can effectively or easily write your scripts to handle any situation, guys. Okay, so this is very easy. Just I wanted to show you what is the shell script, what is the bash script looks like. Okay, so we're gonna see in minutes. Okay, guys. Now I am in the basic command second part. Sorry. Yes, question number 1. Create folders named scripting and inside it name empty folders under Clarusway LLC directory. Yes, guys. mkdir. Okay, let's ls. Yes, we have 3. Okay, again, mkdir scripting, right? mkdir scripting. Yes, yes. Again, ls-l. You see, I created scripting folder inside Clarusway. Okay, question number 2. Create folder named empty folder under scripting directory. Yes, first I will go to cd scripting, and I'm gonna show you another hint, guys. When you want to do 2 actions, I mean, at the same time, you can type 1 and then space semicolon, okay, semicolon, and then, for example, do the other one, okay, mkdir, for example, empty folder, okay. You see, I mean, like mkdir A, B, C, okay, putting space between the folder name, or like, you know, touching file name, putting space between the file names, okay. You can use semicolon like this. Means that please go to scripting folder, and at the same time inside it create an empty folder, okay. You see, yes, and ls, let's check it. Yes, bravo. Yes, we went to scripting folder, and at the same time we have created empty folder inside scripting folder, guys. Yes. Question number 3. Create a file named shellscript.sh inside script folder. Guys, let me remind you, if you want to a script file, it should be it should get an extension. It's the sh, like, you know, .exe in Windows. You remember, those are the runnable programs. Okay, okay, let's create, for example, touch, okay, shell sorry, script, shell script, okay, .sh. Yes, and ls. Yes, I have empty folder and I have shell script.sh file, guys. Okay, so let's clear, and again, okay, empty folder and shell script file. Okay, guys. Now, question number 4. Open shell script sh file using any text editor like Vim or Nano. Okay, I will use Nano, for example. Yes, Nano, because I will write some scripts. I will write some commands. Okay, Nano. Okay, nano shell script.sh. This is the file name, guys. Yes. Okay. Question number 5, right? This is shebang, guys. Okay, this is a rule. Do not stuck there. Shebang bin bash means I'm using bash shell. Okay, I'm telling the interpreter say that I'm using bash. Okay, so write shebang bin bash, okay, into shell script file on top line first using text editor. Okay, let's do it. Okay, hashtag and the exclamation mark and space and bin and then bash. Okay, that's the rule, guys. That's the rule. Okay, don't stuck there. If you want to write any bash script, that's the first rule. Means that, hey, interpreter, I'm using bash shell. Okay, yes. And then, okay, question number 6. Write a command to create a folder named shell folder inside that file. Okay, let's do it. mkdir shell folder, right? Shell folder. Okay. Again, question number 7. Write a command to create a file named shell file inside that file. Okay. So using touch shell file. Okay. Okay. Again, question number 8. I am still inside the nano editor, guys. I am writing inside the shell script.sh. This is gonna be a scripting file. Okay, we call it bash scripting. Yes. Question number 8. Write a command to write I am here to shell file, etc. Okay, I'll change it. For example, echo. Okay, I love Linux. I hope so. Okay, I have hello Linux. Okay, and redirection to shell file. Okay, guys, I want to write I love Linux, that string inside the shell file. Okay, so question number 9. Write a command to change shell files permission 400. Okay, okay, using of course ch command. Okay, chmod 400 means only the users have read permission, right? And shell file. Okay, I'm moving on. Question number 10. Write a command to remove folder named empty folder inside shell script file. Okay, so guys, there is another one, rmdir command, right? Rmdir means, I mean, if you create a folder using mkdir, so you can delete that folder, okay, using the rmdir command. Okay, rmdir, remove directory. It's full English. Okay, rmdir and empty folder, right? Empty folder. Yes, again. Question number 11. Write a command that prints script run successfully. Okay, let's write with echo, right? Echo. Let's say our script run successfully. Okay, our script run successful. Okay, yes, guys. Now question number 12. Run the shell script, which is in the same file directory. Yes. Okay. So I completed my commands. Okay. This is the bash scripting files, my friends. As I said, this is the sequence of commands. Okay. We call it bash scripting. That's very easy, as you see. Okay. So once you completed your, strings, your commands, etc. So I control O, right? Okay, asking file name to write shell script. Yes, and then control X. Okay, so how can I see the inside of shell script.sh? Chat. Yes, yes. You see, there are I think 6 or 7 files, 7 sentences. Okay, I wrote it. So guys, to run it, you can type bash and then the shell script.sh, or since the file is here, you can use like this, guys. Okay, this is another, the rule, let's say. Okay, shell script. Okay, shell script. So .sh. Okay, so to see, I mean, yes, dot / shell script.sh. Shell script.sh means our file. Okay. Yes. Yes. It says permission denied. Why? First, let's ls. Okay. Sorry, guys. You remember in the permission topic, I reminded you. If you want to run your commands if you want to run your script file, if you want to run your bash scripting file, okay, those are all the same. You should you should give the permission execute to the user especially, or all of them, okay? So since when you type ls-l, you can see easily there is one folder, empty folder, and there is one file, but that permission is only read write, and on. There is no any execute permission, so that I cannot run that file. Okay, how can I run that file, guys? Of course, giving required permission, right? Using, okay, chmod, you remember chmod, and plus x. Plus x means please give all of the users, all of the, let's say, entities, x permission, right? Execute permission. And then shell script.sh. Okay, guys? Yes. Again, let's do it. ls-l. Hey, you see, in the previous one, there was no any execute permission, but once I changed, the permission of the shell script.sh file, the giving execute permission using the plus x, you see, at the same time, my file's color turned to green. Green means that is the, let's say, executive, okay, let's doable, that's runnable file, let's say, okay? Okay, again, guys, okay, you see, now my script run, okay? Yes, you can ask, hey, we did a lot of things, why? It run and give me only one sentence. Of course, you see, mkdir shell folder, so let's check it, guys. You see, there was just empty folder and shell script.sh, but once I typed these commands inside the shell script.sh, we created shell folder. There was no shell folder here before, okay? And then touch shell file, we have a shell file, okay? And we wrote, allo Linux. Okay, let's check it. Cat. You see, allo Linux. Okay, it automatically done it. Okay, and then, my friends, chmod. Okay, we changed it. You see, only read for the users. The 400. It means that like this. And rmdir empty folder. There was empty folder before, but using rmdir command, we have moved. Okay, we have moved. We have deleted empty folder. There is no any empty folder, guys, here. Okay, yeah, I think you understood. That's the shell, bash scripting. Okay, my friends. I wanted to show you. So question number 14. Attention, please. Yeah, finally remove Clarusway LLC. Okay, so let's, guys. I will go to cd ... Okay, I'm in Clarusway LLC, and again, cd. Once you type cd, now I am in the home directory. How can I delete? Of course, clear ls-l. Okay, I have Clarusway LLC folder, and inside it there are a lot of folders, there are a lot of files, and there are some, executable, runnable, let's say, files inside it. But I'm asked to remove that file. Okay, since that's a folder, of course I can use rmdir, right? Rmdir Clarusway. Yes. Oh, it's failed to remove Clarusway. Why? Yes, it's very clear, because that directory, that folder is not empty, my friends. Okay, since there is some folders inside, nested folders, and inside it there are some files. Okay, so in this case we can use another parameter, another option. Rm command. Okay, we can assume that as a file, but next to it, we should use a parameter dash r. It means recursively. Okay, delete, I mean remove recursively Clarusway, for example. Okay, guys, remove recursively Clarusway folder. You see, it's asking why, because there is a file, yes, right protected shell file. Okay, once you type yes, okay, it's done, I think. Yes, that's ls-l. You see, there is nothing now. Okay, there is no Clarusway LLC now. So this is the GUI part, my friends. You see, on the home. Sorry, and Robert. You see, there was Clarusway LLC folder, and we have done a lot of things inside it. But at last, I removed using this command rm-r means recursively remove that folder, guys. Okay. Yes, even it's not a folder, but you can use rm, but using -r recursively. Yeah, of course, it asks me, shall I delete or not? If you type F, I mean, means force, of course, it automatically deletes all the folders, guys. Okay, guys, that's done. Okay, many thanks for your participation, my friends. I hope you enjoyed, my friends, and not bored. I mean, about Linux, let's say. I try to talk a little bit about the importance of Linux and how easy it is. If you have any questions, further questions, I think so far I have seen some questions we had, but our assistant guys, I think, have already replied. But if you have further questions, please, you can contact me via email. You see, robert.c@clarusway.com. Okay. Thank you again for your interest in this session. I wish you all a nice Sunday, and please take care of yourself. Goodbye.